And then we'll go live. Let's see. Last Defense Academy. Welcome, welcome. This is Ozzy7813, or you could just call me Ozzy. I am starting part 7 of the 100 Lion Last Defense Academy. And to summarize the last episode, part 6, we essentially I'm gonna have to cut this part out because I'm thinking too much. Essentially in part 6, we uncover what happened to Sire since we found his Last Defense Academy badge. Hiriko and Taki went out on the 7th day morning to investigate where we found Eito. We then find inside a garbage bin, ironically a garbage bin, Sare's remains, and afterwards there was a long debate in the entrance hall of the academy of who might have killed Sare. Of course, Ayumi, pulling the Danganronpa, catchphrase lines of like, it could be you, it could have been me. It's gonna be a debate, and eventually the conversation does drag on, and it becomes interrupted by the alarm system of the academy, signaling the invaders approaching. Hiriko takes charge in Suri's position and advises everyone to participate, in her own threatening and yet mommy manner. You know what I mean? Hiriko, Taki, Takemaru, and Ayumi are the only ones to participate in the first wave of the battle. And along with the second wave, and then we get to the third wave where we encounter a humanoid invader. There is obvious, some plot armor on this guy. He actually had like armor, cape. He was speaking in some type of language that we have yet to decipher. We can only assume it's just the invaders' language. He essentially produces something that's similar to Humo Anima, if not, it's actually Humo Anima. One could speculate. So the commander approaches, kind of has humanoid body, he's obviously menacing. He then does like some type of like Eren Yeager moment where he kind of just like makes himself bleed, essentially activating the Humo Anima and turning into the commander invader. He snatches our party members into his grasp, and it looks like they're about to die. But then Eito comes in, saves the day. He also wields like an awesome sight. He's basically the Joker of the party. Any action he does gets rewarded with a random bonus. That random bonus can sometimes be what's it called? Fatigue, which then of course that's where he stops. But otherwise he gets +1 in attack, +1 defense, just if he does anything. We get into the boss fight. Of course I successfully defeat the guy after sacrificing Eito. But of course in the cutscenes Ito's still alive. We get to the end of that day, Ito then finds out about Seirei because he was at the meeting. And then that basically concludes day 7 and part 6. So it was filled with a lot of stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention, we did learn about Hiriko's lore on why she's stronger. She actually encountered these school invaders back in the Tokyo residential complex. So she would also kind of be fighting off these folks even before being recruited into the defense force. Alright, that's enough of my summaries. We'll go ahead and jump right in. It is day 2, day 8. Let's see. I should check the map. Alright, seems most people in the cafeteria. I could go straight to the training room. Let's see where this guy is. Not over here, so he's probably over at that elevator. There he is. Maybe this is a dumb question, but do you think there are any animals around here? If there are, I hope we're not frightening them or destroying their habitats too badly. You know, I never really thought about that. The only living things I've seen since we got here are the invaders. So Shouma, if you're concerned about stuff like that, you must really like animals, huh? Yeah, I guess so. I enjoy spending time with them and learning more about them and stuff. Oh, that's cool. I like animals too. Really? You're a fellow animal lover, Takumi? Oh no, that means you have something in common with me. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I'll keep this a secret. The last thing you need is to find yourself being lumped in with a creepy little flatworm like me. And I thought we were gonna get some developments here. Oh well. Quick, you better leave before anyone sees us together. I'll disappear into the background too. I'm good at that. Here I thought I found something that would make him open up and relax a little. His inferiority complex is much worse than I thought. Head over here. Reminder, stay hydrated. Another day, another delicious meal. Hey, can you eat at a time like this? Oh, how can you eat at a time like this? What better time is there? Now that Sarah's gone, we can enjoy any food we want, anytime we want. This taco rice set meal is simply delectable. I've never eaten rice this fluffy before. That's the part you're enjoying? It's even better if you put whipped cream on it top. It really gives the dish an extra layer of sweetness. Does taco rice need to be sweet? Our conversation was interrupted by Hiriko clearing her throat just loud enough to demand our attention. My apologies for spoiling your fun, but could you listen to me for a moment? I have an important announcement to make. Alright, Hiriko, what we got? What was it you wanted to tell us, Hiriko? It's about our future plans. I'm assuming nobody has come up with anything yet. Yeah, I didn't exactly like Siri barking orders at us, but without him we don't really have a lot of direction. Ito proved we can't escape on our own, so why don't we just cut loose and do whatever? Or we can keep fighting and see who gets the biggest killing streak. The loser has to slit their wrists right across their stomach. Are they cutting their wrist or their stomach? Never mind. I don't want to know. Why are we even talking about this? If the school falls, mankind's done for. We gotta stay and fight, commanding officer or not. We don't know for sure if that's true, or if we'll still get to go home when the time's up. We'll be in big trouble if we have to stay here forever. Sharing a living space with a bottom-feeding parasite like me is sure to depress you. I wonder how mankind is doing. No, how mankind is going to be wiped out exactly. Hard to say. It must have something to do with whatever's in the defense room, though. Siri could have had the courtesy to tell us that much before he got himself killed. I'll be taking charge of the school in Siri's absence. Follow my orders and we'll be fine.
Huh?
Eh? Huh? Hiroko spoke in such a matter-of-fact way, slipping it into the conversation so casually I didn't even register what she said until a few seconds later. Wait, what? You're going to what? I said I'll be taking charge of the school in Siri's absence. If you follow my orders, we'll be fine. Aw, hell no. What's it gotta be you? We need a leader to help organize us, to give us purpose and direction. Without proper discipline, we'll never win the war against the invaders. The war. I've told you time and time again, this is war. We cannot afford to lose. For the sake of victory, you'll have to cast aside any and all unnecessary sentiments. Hope, despair, joy, fear, you don't need them anymore. You don't need to know why we're here or what we're protecting. You don't even need to think, just do as I say and fight. Just fight. The invader attacks are only going to get worse from here on out. We need to be at our best and watch them blow for blow. That means everyone here must fight. If you want to make it out of this alive, you have to be willing to put your life on the line. Risk your life to save your life. Kill others so that you may survive. That is what it means to be at war. Damn. Here we go. Nobody had any response to that. Hiriko's stance was an extreme one. There was no doubt about that, but nothing about it stood out as wrong either. Given the extreme circumstances we were in, it might even be the most logical way for us to proceed. Violent, heartless, but logical nonetheless. There you have it. That's how things are going to work from now on. You may resume your meaningless prattle. Now that I'm in charge, you can rest easy. I will not allow us to lose. The cafeteria fell silent in the wake of the bombshell of an announcement. We didn't have the heart to make small talk anymore. The atmosphere was just too oppressive. Eventually, our new leader said she wanted to go and think through some new battle strategies and left us there alone. Feeling deflated, we gradually dispersed and went back to our rooms. Alright, let's improve our grades. Weird. Damn it, someone's gonna pay for this. I think it's the dessert one that we heard last time. I already did his, like 1, 2, 3. I think now if I do it, it might upgrade me to level 2. So we're gonna do Takemaru again. So therefore we have stuff to do in the evening as well. I think it's the ice cream. Right. The pudding. I left in the refrigerator. Yep, it's the pudding. I can't talk to Takemaru when he gets like this. There we go. Up by 3, up by 3. Eito is the other grade we need to work on, so we gotta talk to her. Do you think we could bring the rational metric back to the TRC with us?
Huh?
Why? If we wanted this machine, everyone would be able to eat delicious meals every day.
Huh.
We can't keep such a convenient technology all to ourselves. We need to find a way to take this back for the betterment of society. Eito is always thinking of others. I could really stand to learn from his thoughtfulness. Calculation and analysis went up to about 3. Okay. Alright. Alright. Looks like another day's over. Back home in the residential complex, I used to stay up playing video games and watching random videos online until late. I don't have nearly as many things to distract or entertain me now. Once night falls, all I can really do is go to sleep. And so my 8th day at Last Defense Academy drew to a close. Day 9. Barrack enemy. Yeah. It's morning. Hiriko's in charge now, but what does that mean? Are our lives here going to be all that different from before? Anyway, I should head over to the cafeteria. Ah, the spiciness went down the other pipeline. Yeah. Let's see, map. Everyone's in their rooms. Now I have to walk out and talk to her. Something tells me there's gonna be some developments. She's over here by the elevator. There she is. Morning, Tsubasa. Yeah, morning. You on your way to the cafeteria? Me? No, Sorry, I really gotta get going. What was all that about? She's acting weird. Alright. You go and teleport over now. Huh? Is it just us today? Yeah. Real slim pickings, huh? Is it me or the ones who are missing? The cowards who refuse to fight? Yes, that's right. They usually come here in the morning. Why didn't they today? Because I told them not to. They're not allowed to use the cafeteria anymore. Huh? What? Why would you do that? Last Defense Academy exists to protect humanity from the invaders. Anybody who won't contribute to that effort doesn't deserve to use its facilities. Isn't that pretty harsh though? The way things are now, they'll never come around. It's time to start cracking the whip. I'm not going to let up until they shape up and start showing some spine. Let up on what exactly? You're in no position to be worrying about others. I need you to be ready to defend against invader attacks at a moment's notice. Our time is precious. You will not waste it. Is that understood? You know, she's starting to get like those are you understood? I'm about to give her Kermit the Frog voice. Without waiting for an answer, Hiriko got to her feet and left, as unshakably confident as ever. Darumi. Damn, my bad. It's gonna be all business from now on, huh? This is madness.
Hey!
It does sound pretty Spartan. I'm not sure this is a good idea. Trying to force our friends to fight might only make things worse. Not like they got an excuse to keep hanging back. None of us got any real choices here. Just like Hiriko said, that's what being at war is all about. Speechless. I get you though. There's such a thing as going too far. Wonder how else she's gonna put the pressure on them. I have a bad feeling about this. We ate the rest of our breakfast in silence. We were all feeling uneasy about what would happen to the rest of the group going forward. Once we were done eating, we went back to our rooms. I'm worried about what else Hiriko might be planning. But it's been a couple of days since the last attack, and I'm starting to get antsy. I prefer not to just sit around. Alright. Let's go ahead and spend our free time. I can actually do some upgrades. Right? Class upgrade. Hey, Eito! Alright. Let's upgrade our main boy first. To level 2. Thank you. Upgrade. Mow down enemies in the front. Voltage gain 1.5. There we go. To 1 after talking to him. Talk with Eito. What are you doing here? I was analyzing the video from our defense battle on the computer. I wanted to work out the behavior patterns of each type of invader and use that to inform our future battles. You really are a born researcher, huh? I never even considered analyzing this data. I'm not physically strong, so this is the only way I can make myself useful to everyone. There we go. So right now that's 6. Does that mean that for every 10 you go up 1? Want to take a ride with me? Sure. Let's go. Do I just get on your bike? Oh, hell no. I never ride 2 asses to a seat. Then how am I gonna ride with you? Ain't it obvious? You're gonna leg it. Run beside my bike. There's no way I could keep up. I'm not trying to set a running record. I was just playing, man. I'll let you ride behind me. Just be careful not to fall off. Why didn't you just say that? After that, I enjoyed a ride with Takemaru. And level up. No. So that means I'm currently at 9. Just a regular morning announcement.
Up and Adam troops! Time to rise and shine!
This time.
Get ready for your 10th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Wow! Look at you guys, making it into double digits. In honor of this milestone, I'm giving you access to the rec room and the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor.
Ah.
I'll tell you all about how they work in person. See you there!
But he's dead. New facilities, huh? I doubt that in-person explanation is going to happen, though. We've only been here 10 days. It feels like a lot longer. You're really just getting started. And without Sere, there's a chance we could be here even longer than 100 days. Now I can't think. No, I can't think like that. I have to believe. I'll get through this and go home, back to Tokyo Residential Complex. Back to Karua.
Hey!
Think, my boy, think. It'll all work out somehow. It always does. Morning announcement said the rec room and leisure lounge has been unlocked now. Maybe I should go check them out. Rec room. So this is the rec room. Whoever built this place really did think of everything. It's one of the most normal places I've seen here, to be honest. It's not hard to imagine a fancy academy having a room like this. Hey Takemi, you're scoping out the rec room too? I thought this would be a fun place to hang out for sure. It's a major disappointment though. There's no edgelord manga or misery porn anime or hardcore eroges or anything. I'll be worried if there was. Are we even going to be able to use some of this equipment now? That Suri's not here to tell us how it all works. Don't worry, he left behind some manuals and stuff. Ito's reading one right now. I'm not so great with all those big words or small ones. Or phonemic awareness in general. Really, and don't even get me started on my poor focus and lack of vocabulary. She's surprisingly through in her understanding of her own shortcomings. Ito. Intently scanning the page of the book, I wonder if he figured anything out. Is that one of the manuals? What does it say? It seems to be for the device over there. Oh, that. What exactly is that? It doesn't look like any machine I've seen before. According to this, it's called a Gift-o-matic. A Gift-o what now? Let me read you the introduction for the manual. True to its name, the Gift-o-matic is used to manufacture presents, charitable donations, and other doodads. Step 1, select an item from the machine's existing database. Step 2, insert the required materials. Step 3, the item you requested pops out, whole and complete. Take advantage of this miraculously of modern engineering to express your gratitude and affection towards... Oh, right-clicked a little too fast. The gift-making machine, what kind of weird idea, isn't it? Perhaps, but assuming it actually works as advertised, it's pretty impressive. I looked at the list of available items. It can make clothes, shoes, household goods, and even more complex stuff like auto parts and high-spec electronics. How about gore movies or games that were banned for being too extreme? Look at her. That's such a cute. That's cute. Just like a dog. Yes, actually. Seriously? It really is extensive. It sounds like magic or alchemy. Maybe I wonder how it works. Then again, the revival magic is just as much of a mystery as that hasn't stopped us from using it. Yeah, I guess not. Do you think giving gifts would help to alleviate some of the tension around here? I don't know. The difference between fighters and non-fighters are a little too deep-seated to resolve that easily. You're probably right. What a pity. Gift making has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. Oh, look at that. This must be the leisure lounge. Looks like a nice place to relax. It's got a pool and everything. I like it. Huh? Not you. I'm talking about the room. Yeah, I figured that much. You wouldn't refer to me as it, would you? It's important to take time to rest and recover. Too much work can have a negative impact on your health. Huh? That's surprising. I guess even Hiriko likes to let her hair down every now and then. Wipe that expression off your face. You can look at me like that all you want. I'm not getting into the pool with you. What kind of expression did I have? I prefer to relax on my own. Please understand. That's fine with me. I feel like leisure time with Hiriko would just descend into an intensive training session. Anyway. Once I think I've looked at all the new rooms I have access to now, maybe I'll get back to my room and think about what to do next. Alright, now we could do the free time stuff. What other kinds of room does this school have that we don't know about? When will we get to see them? I still have some free time today. What should I do next? There we go. The rec room has been unlocked. You can now make gifts. By giving a character the preferred gift, your student activities will further boost your grades. Give your classmates different kinds of presents to find out what they like best. You'll need BP and materials to make gifts. In addition, you'll need key items to make certain gifts. Key items can be obtained from treasure chest spaces and through progressing the story. So now exploration equals getting items and resources to make gifts, which then boost the the grades. Photo album. Upgrade that. Who will like this?
I suppose I'll take it, since it's a gift from you.
Oh, nice. Each character has their own preferred items. Gifting these will maximize the increase to your grades. You can check each character's preferred items in their report cards, and you'll be given hints as you do student activities. You'll be giving hints as you do student activities. Oh, okay. I get it. It is a first time bonus for any gift you make for the first time, so gather up those hints and make all the gifts you can. And we'll give that one to Darumi.
Have you been stalking me?
Oh, it went up 20. Oh, that's good. So it went by in a flash. One thing concerns me though. I haven't seen anyone from the non-fighting group all day. I hope they're okay. I doubt Hiriko will stop with the cafeteria. She could have forbidden them from using other facilities as well. What's her next move going to be? Will all this really motivate them to get on the battlefield with the rest of us? There's not much I can do for now. I just have to see how it goes. Blech, English. With nothing else to do, I get into bed, and within a few minutes, I was fast asleep. Stuff. Time to get up. Just as I was hoisting myself out of bed and getting to my feet, something interrupted the quiet morning atmosphere. Huh? Sounds like someone's here, but it's quiet. Too quiet. Something doesn't feel right. Menacing. I took a few hesitant steps towards the door, then took a deep breath and opened it, only to find... Darumi. Darumi, is something wrong? Heel. Oh, Takemi. You sweet summer child, you. You really haven't noticed. I'm exhausted. I can't take it anymore. So hey, you wanna come die with me? Eh? Once we're dead, the pain will be gone. We'll finally be at peace. Come on. It'll only hurt for a second.
Let's just die. Die, 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 die.
Good voice acting. What? What? Hey, hold on a minute. Just kidding, man. You should have seen your face. You've been Darumi, bruh. Darumi. Kind of like, you know, being frogged, or I don't know, the aqualotted. You've been Darumi. My boy Takemi here having a heart attack. How was it? I totally had you, didn't I? I thought a nice joke first thing would help cheer you up. That was hardly what I call a nice joke.
Hey!
What are you doing here anyway? I'm on a mission from our glorious leader. She told me to get all the non-fighters together in the cafeteria. Really? Hiriko's letting them back in? Yeah, to be honest though, it's kind of a drag. Think you could help me out? Misery loves company, right? Didn't Confucius say that once? You've got a weird way of asking for help, but I guess I can give you a hand. Gracias, muchacho. Now I won't have to go through with my contingency plan. Oh well, there's always next time. Tell Gaku and Tsubasa what's up, alright? Okay, thanks, bye. Darumi waved goodbye with a cheery smile, completely at odds with the creepy stuff she's been saying. I just have to tell Gaku and Tsubasa to come to cafeteria, right? That should be easy enough. I better get going. We'll start with Gaku. This is Gaku's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell by the side of the door. After a little while, the door slowly opened. No, it's just you. What do you want? Hiriko said she wants everyone to meet up in the cafeteria. For real? Us too? What she want this time? I just know it's nothing good. That girl's got it in for me. And it's not just her either. I bet all of you think us non-fighters are nothing but dead weight. No, not really. I said this before, but you guys are the weird ones, you know that? Regular people don't just go from living normal lives to fighting monsters without a second thought. I get what you mean, but... Fine, Hiriko wants us in the cafeteria, I'll go. If I don't, it'll only get worse for me, right? Man, oh man, what rotten luck. Oh, right click is still... I should really mind my right click. My finger's just resting there. Alright, this is Tsubasa's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, ring the doorbell. After a while, door opened with a clatter. Takemi, what is it? I'm on messenger duty. Hiriko wants us all to meet up in the cafeteria. All of us, even the non-fighters? Yes, sir, she told us we weren't allowed to leave our rooms. She has taken that back? Hiriko said that? She really has been cracking the whip. Who knows, maybe she wants to apologize. She has been pretty harsh on you guys lately. Come on, you don't believe that. This is Hiriko we're talking about. Yeah, I know. Just so you know, no matter what she does to us, I'm not joining the fight. I can't. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. That kind of stuff just isn't possible for me. Still looking like she might burst into tears at any moment, Tsubasa slunk off in the direction of the cafeteria. Alright, I've done what Darumi asked me to. I should head to the cafeteria with the rest of them. Why is Hirko getting us all together though? I can't imagine I'm going to like what happens next. Alright, everyone's here. I guess now we'll find out what this emergency meeting is all about. What is Hirko up to this time? Hey, can we have something to eat before we start? I'm so hungry. I'm getting stomach cramps. Of course, I won't want you to think I'm totally heartless. Here's some disposable chopsticks I found in the trash. Feel free to grill them or have them raw if you prefer. You are totally heartless. Here you go, please give me some real food. I can barely see them like this. Very well, help yourself to dry bread. One per person. Just one slice each? We may have surplus food supplies in the refrigerator, but that doesn't mean they're unlimited. We need to use our resources wisely. Wasting them on freeloaders would be the same as throwing them away. Freeloaders? Come on. That's fair, I've always been a useless freeloader. Even the air I breathe could probably be used more productively somewhere else. Let's move on. You're probably wondering why I summoned you here today. Alright. So, why did you ask us to come here? Gaku, Tsubasa, Ima, Kako, and Shouma, the non-fighters, as we've been calling you, I've decided. You're going to leave this school. Huh? What do you mean, leave? You're kicking us out? Kicking you out. What a delightful turn of phrase. Yes, I'm kicking you out. And if you won't leave of your own accord, I will make you. That's all I have to say. Why don't you get going and save us all a lot of trouble? What? Right now? Hirko, have you lost your mind? Why would you do that to our friends? What do you think? We've been brought here for one purpose, and one purpose only, to fight. Anyone who can't or won't do that has no place here. So why not get rid of them? If the invaders get distracted by hunting them down in the ruins outside, at least they'll be serving a purpose. What, as decoys? Try to stay alive as long as you can. The less time the invaders spend on the school, the better. You can't just use us like that. You should be grateful I'm giving you a chance to make yourselves useful. Even then, I doubt I'll make much difference. I'll just get stepped on like that cockroach. I am. And I'll be the end of it. Hirko, are you for real right now? We can't go through with this. It's going too far. Don't waste my time with meaningless objections. I'm leading this school now, and what I say goes. Don't think, don't argue, just obey my orders. Gasp. But it's so extreme. Can you go a little easier on us? You really don't understand the position you're in, do you? Let me ask you a question. Why should we be expected to fight to protect you when you do nothing in return? Huh? Well, you see, now no excuses. Pack up whatever personal belongings you have and leave. Seriously, right now? If such a simple task is beyond you, I don't mind helping you along. I'll make you leave by force if necessary. Wait, Hirko, please. This is all too sudden. Can't you give them some more time? Time for what?
Ah!
Well, if you're springing this on them out of the blue, the lesson won't really sink in, you know. Alright, you've got 5 days. Huh? 5 days, you got until day 16 to make your choice. Fighting alongside us or leave forever? Just 5 days? If you do decide to fight, I'll give you a little test on that day instead. I wouldn't want you telling me what I want to hear and going back on it later. What kind of test? You'll find out when the time comes. I think that covers everything. As for the rest of you, remember to stay on guard in case there's an attack today. With her customary broski attitude, Hiriko said all she had to say and left without another word. This is just too cruel. We're supposed to be comrades, friends. Friends? Yeah, right. I bet you can't wait to get rid of us. That's not true. If we all work together, I'm sure we can get Hiriko to change her mind. Come on, man. You really think she's gonna back down now? We still have to try. Just let it go, okay? If we're getting kicked out, we're getting kicked out. Nothing we can do about it. Makes no difference if it's now or in 5 days. It'll still be better than being forced to fight. Are you sure about that? I mean, once you go outside school grounds... I know, sheesh. It's bad enough that we're gonna die out there. I don't need you reminding me. Whatever, I'm done. This school, this war, this whole saving humanity thing, it can go to hell for all I care. My whole life just been one long string of rotten luck. Why does bad stuff always happen to me? I'd better end up as a billionaire or something in my next life. After everything I've been through, I deserve to catch a break. Still raving to himself, Gaku stumped away, just as unwilling to hear us out as Hiriko has been. He sure is freaking out, huh? I think I know how he feels. Now that I'm putting Gaku in the same category as a sniveling worm like me. But I get what it's like to be so totally unsuited for combat that you can't even imagine having to fight for your own survival. Even our peaceful modern day society was too competitive for me. How am I supposed to cope up on the front lines of an actual war? Don't talk like that. You can't just give up. I wouldn't call it giving up. I'm just recognizing my limits. Too useless to live, too cowardly to die. It's a miracle I even made it this far in life. Well, not so much a miracle as an unfortunate oversight. This is simply nature's way of correcting it. Soma gave a formal bow and left, making as little noise as possible. Shouma. I get where Hiko's coming from, you know. It's not fair for us to hang back and let you do all the fighting. But doing anything else is really out of the question for me. Seriously, it's just not going to happen. Tsubasa. I think it must be sent here by mistake or something. It was probably only a matter of time before I got kicked out anyway. That's the same as saying you don't care if you die out there, you know that? Yeah, but at least then it'll all be over. At least then I won't have to deal with all these confusing feelings anymore. I could see tears welling up in Tsubasa's eyes. Before I could say anything to comfort her, she was gone too. We sure do have a lot of Debbie Downers here, don't we? Given the circumstances, I guess that's only natural. You used to be one of us, Mr. Aotsuki. Why do you have to betray us and join the battle freaks? I don't think I betrayed you exactly. What should we do, brother dearest? Don't worry about a thing, sister dearest. I have a foolproof plan. You do? Yes, but I'm afraid I can't say any more than that. The element of surprise is a big part of it. Fine, keep your secrets, but know there's still time to change your mind, right? I don't think so. Even if we do get thrown out of here, the hellish wasteland will be a paradise as long as I'm with my dear sister. As such, there's nothing more to discuss. We'll be going back to our rooms now. Be sure to fight with all your might to protect us from the invaders. The two Tsukimono twins left the cafeteria arm in arm, each wearing a different expression, like a pair of sock and buskin masks. Damn, ain't a single one of them willing to fight. Not even to save their own skins.
Hey!
I don't think Kiriko was bluffing either. If they don't come around, she really will force them to leave. You got 5 days, isn't there anything you can do? She gave us that extension pretty easy, don't you think? Now that you mention it, Takemi barely had to say anything to get her to go along with it. Maybe she was expecting us to plead on their behalf. This could be another part of her plan. I think Kiriko wants us to use these 5 days to convince the others to join the fight. So that's why she agreed to it right after I stepped in. She was planning to give us that time all along. We're all just dancing in her tune, huh? Man, that pisses me off. I don't like it either, but if we want to save everyone, this is the only way. Let me drink some water. So much talking. Okay, but how's that going to work exactly? None of them seem like they were gonna budge on this. Yeah, I wonder why they're so dead set against fighting. I can only imagine it must be for personal reasons. Is that the case? We need to get them to share what those are before we can even begin to convince them? But how? Does seem like they're willing to spill the beans. You're right, we need to get them to open up to us first. I have an idea. Why don't we sneak them some food? Food? Yeah, I'm sure they're all starving. If we can fill their bellies, there's a chance we can get them to open up to us a little. Tempt them with some bait, huh? Sounds like a plan. At least, it's simple. So we gain their trust with food and then try to convince them to fight. Sounds like a major hassle, alright. Who do we get to do this? In response, all eyes in the room turned toward me. I should have seen this coming. Alright, I'll do it. Sorry, but you heard Ima. They already considered me as a traitor. I probably wouldn't get anywhere with them. All this subterranean planning crap ain't really my thing, and you just know Darumi's only make it worse. Yep, I didn't even have to come up with my own excuse. We'll still help you any way we can, of course. Yeah, you can count on us. Not like we got anything better to do. Heck, it's only reverse. Your social links with us if you try to do it all yourself at this point. Thanks, guys. We've got 5 days. Let's make the most of them. So it's up to me to convince the non-fighters to start fighting. I'll work something out. I have to keep believing that. After taking a moment to outline our goals going forward, Eito, Takemi, Darumi, and I went back to our rooms. Oi. 5 days, just 5 days to turn everything around. Convincing the whole group right away is probably too much to ask for. I'll pick 1 or 2 of them to focus on. Tsubasa, Shouma, Gaku, Kako, and Ima. Those are the 5 I'm trying to persuade. Off the list, Tsubasa seems the easiest to persuade. She doesn't seem as stubborn as the others. If I give her an impassionate plea, she might come around. Okay, first one I'm going to try to convince is Tsubasa. With that decided, I should head over to her room. I'm sure she's hungry. If I bring her some food, I bet she'll at least hear me out.